Decreased resources, increased demand, and a small number of people to do the job. That's the story for local post offices struggling to get the mail delivered. And it's leaving local mail carriers picking up the slack. It's an ongoing problem at several local post offices, including in Harvest, Owens Crossroads, Athens, and even some here in Huntsville. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo spoke with a local postal worker who tells us how they're doing and how they're trying to keep up.
From the heat to heavy packages to an overload of mail, it's all a day in the life of local postal workers who say they're currently in an impossible situation. Some say that's because they're being overworked with limited infrastructure to keep up. Resources are staying the same trucks, the same routes, and the same small offices that they've been in for years.
There's vans and other vehicles, but it's a slow process. You know, we need more of them, and it needs to happen quick if we're going to have any chance of possibly meeting delivery needs.
On the other hand, demand is increasing with massive growth in nearby cities and in rural areas. In addition, extra deliveries from contracts with Amazon only increase the workload for every mail carrier. Postal workers also tell us there's a high turnover rate, with some mail carriers quitting once they realize the demands of the job and the pay associated with it. These problems have previously been addressed by U.S. Representative Dale Strong, whose office told Fox 54 that he's working to get North Alabama's post offices the resources they need.
When you're cut back and you're short on workers, it kind of puts the pressure on them. So you kind of got to have an understanding heart about things and how things are working and try not to put too much on them.
However, some local residents say despite the challenges, they're still getting efficient mail delivery.
Times are different. And like I say, some neighborhoods may be better than others on delivery. So just kind of be patient and see how things work out.
But many of the postal workers I spoke to say if your packages are coming in late, remember that they're dealing with a high workload while they try to figure out solutions.
The postal employees are not lazy, not as I've ever seen it. The opposite, really. They're working extremely hard and not able to be successful in meeting those demands while working extremely hard.
There's not a clear solution in sight, but many postal workers say they just need the resources and the manpower to do the job more efficiently. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
Fox 54 also reached out to the USPS for comment, and we're waiting to hear back.